Bonjour et bienvenue à Learn French with Alexa. Today, folks, I would like to teach you how to conjugate the verb écouter in the present tense. Écouter means to listen. To listen. Écouter. I've chosen this verb because it's quite an easy verb to use, and we use it quite a lot. So let's have a look how to say I listen or I am listening. Remember that in French we have only one way of saying I listen and I am listening. This is j'écoute. J'écoute. Note that the je has an apostrophe because we drop the e from I because écouter begins with a vowel, okay? So in order to make the liaison, and in French we make a lot of liaison, it sounds better. J'écoute. Okay, that ends with an e. Tu écoutes. So you listen or you are listening. This time it has an S at the end. This is the rule, okay? Whenever you use tu, you put an S, okay? But you do not pronounce the S. Tu écoutes. That means you listen or you're listening. Il écoute. Again, it has an E, no S this time. Il écoute. He listens or he is listening. Elle écoute. She listens or she is listening. On écoute. We are listening or we listen, okay, in the more familiar term. Because we have another way of saying we, it is nous. Nous écoutons. Nous écoutons. Nous écoutons. Okay? Did you hear that? The Z sound? Well, purely because nous ends with an S and écoutons begins with a E, okay, a vowel. So again, we make the liaison. It will be unnatural for a French person to say nous écoutons. Doesn't sound right to us, okay? So, nous écoutons, we are listening or we listen. Vous écoutez, you are listening or you listen. Vous écoutez, again, the more formal vous. Ils écoutent, they are listening, as in plural masculine or feminine, actually, masculine, feminine, both. And elles écoutent, plural, feminine only. Elles écoutent. Now notice that the ending ENT for il and elle are not pronounced écoutant or another way. They are écoute. Okay? In effect, je, tu, il, elle, on et il, elle are all pronounced the same way. Écoute, though tu has an S at the end, il and elle have ENT, we actually pronounce it the same way. So you might ask me, but why? Why do we have to put these special endings, especially if when you say them, it sounds exactly the same? Well, the answer is somewhere out there. I've got no answer for that. Okay. It's rules, I think, rules, okay? We know that when you read a text, if you spot ENT at the end of a verb, you are likely to know, as a French person, you will know that we are talking about they, okay? So, have a look at the ending of a present tense for a regular verb, an ER verb. It is E, ES, E, ONS, EZ, ENT. And remember that. Okay. Now, let's have a look at them again. J'écoute. Tu écoutes. Il écoute. Elle écoute. On écoute. Nous écoutons. Vous écoutez. Ils écoutent. Et elles écoutent. Okay, now that we know this, I will ask you to practice a bit more and try to put this into a sentence. Okay, example. For example, we could say, j'écoute de la musique avec mes amis tous les samedis. Now have a look at the sentence. J'écoute de la musique. Now when you listen to music, you could say, j'écoute de la musique. I listen to some music. Though you could say, j'écoute la musique as well, okay? But in that case, I listen to random music, j'écoute de la musique, okay? Avec mes amis, with my friends, tous les samedis, every Saturday. Okay? Another example could be, nous l'écoutons jouer du piano, for example. Nous l'écoutons jouer du piano. Now, what do you think that means? Now, we know that nous écoutons means we listen. Jouer du piano, we can guess, means to play the piano. So we listen to play the piano. But the most important word here is the direct object pronoun L apostrophe, because it refers to him or her. We are listening to her or to him. It just happened that in French, we put this little word, this little fellow, in front of the verb. So it becomes nous l'écoutons. And because of that, I know that we are listening to him. Okay, the L apostrophe is very important here. It's given me a huge amount of information. So, nous l'écoutons jouer du piano. We are listening to him or to her play the piano. Okay? Does it make sense? Now, this is another lesson altogether, but about this direct object pronouns that I will teach you. Now, another example could be il écoute le professeur parler, for example. So, il écoute, we know for a fact means he listens to, okay? Il écoute le professeur, he listens to the professor, okay? Parler, which means parler, to talk, okay? He listens to the teacher talking, in effect, or he's talking, okay? So we are listening to him talk. Il écoute le professeur parler. Okay, have a look at these examples and try to build your own example. As always, I'm very happy to correct your sentence. Okay, I do this all the time. And it's a great way to see whether you get it right or not. Okay, I will invite you to practice again, conjugating these verbs, which are easy verbs to conjugate in the present tense. Okay, take any verbs, you know, ER verbs in French, okay, and try to conjugate it in the present tense. Okay. Well, I think that's it for me. Really, that's it. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you are kept updated as to what goes on in my world of Learn French with Alexa. And practice even more. Now, I'm going to listen to some music now. I have brought my special earphones. Okay. Au revoir, à bientôt. Bisous, bisous. YMCA. Non. YMCA. Da, 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 da. Oh, arrête de tousser.